Today I am joined by the Director of Safety and Compliance for the South Carolina Trucking Association, Darren Tyler, to hear about highway safety here in South Carolina. Welcome, Darren.
Thank you. Welcome. Thank you for having me.
Of course. So I know you have a long and diverse background in trucking. Can you talk to me about that?
Well, I served my country in the military, and after I got done serving my country, I decided to get a trade. So I went into truck driving to be like my father. And then after that, I decided to, I got an opportunity to go work with the South Carolina State Transport Police, where I learned how to inspect commercial motor vehicles on the highway. And then a grand opportunity came for me to work with a federal agency. And that's where I learned how to do the compliance auditing of truck and bus companies. So I currently now am the Director of Safety for the Trucking Association, where I focus a lot of my attention on our members and making sure they are compliant and they have the technical knowledge that they need to be safe and profitable.
We know there's a lot of rules and regulations that you have to follow. We see all of these rules and regulations right here. You have the books with you. What should we know about everything that you guys have to follow here in South Carolina?
There are a lot of rules and regulations that apply to trucking. The drivers refer to it as Green Book, Red Book, but these are just the federal and state regulations that we have to comply with, such as driver qualification, drug and alcohol testing, vehicle maintenance, which covers parts and accessories. We have what we call new entrants, individuals who are coming into the trucking industry, and then also hazardous materials compliance. So there are a lot of rules and regulations that apply to trucking, and my job is to make sure that they can be safe and profitable at the same time.
I'm sure. And what do you think would be helpful or interesting for our viewers at home that are on the roads? What should they know about everything that has to do with the rules?
Yes. Well, these rules are for us to comply with. Again, it's all about safety. And I think the listeners should be aware that we're doing everything we can to be safe on our highways. And I think it's a shared responsibility that we all need to be proactive. Trucking is essential, and with everybody just being courtesy and being respectful of others, I think we'll have a safe environment, and they can still get the goods that they use as they consume them. Okay.
What should drivers think about when they see trucks, either big or small?
I think when it comes down to, don't be afraid. They're there. I mentioned being a combat engineer earlier. Sometimes it could feel like it's a asphalt war. Trucks and cars are trying to share the highways to get to various destinations, and we in the trucking industry are trying to get the goods to the public. And so if we can all just be proactive, keep in mind that we need to respect one another, give each other space, use our turn signals, wear our seat belts, I think we'll all be safe and compliant.
And lastly, how can we support truck operators?
Again, just being respectful of one another. Again, don't be afraid. We are larger than most of the smaller vehicles, but just keeping that courtesy. If we keep courtesy in the forefront, I think we'll all be safe, and you can still partake of the goods that we're transporting to the public.
Definitely. Well, Darren, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. All right.